Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for May 17th through the 23rd. It's for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for all Aries. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Hope you'll stick around and subscribe. We're going to look into your recent past, your current energy, and then take a peek at the near future and see what's going on for you and what the energies are for that week. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Death card. Okay. The Queen of Swords in reverse. The Devil card, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Sun card, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so your overall energy is the Five of Swords. Immediately, I want to say that this is about cutting something out. If there's been a lot of fighting going on in a relationship, they just said ex. So if you're fighting with an ex, it feels like this is something that's really starting to weigh on you. If this is work, because they're bringing up work as well, I feel like the work problems are going to dissipate over a period of time. There's something around wanting to either refresh the energy at work, change something, or transform something at work. That'll make sense to you once I pick up the cards. In this case, with a relationship, I'm feeling several different energies. So if this is somebody from your past, I think you're tired of fighting with them and you just don't want to start again. I feel like you've gone through too much and you've transformed and changed too much to go back to this type of situation. If it was, constantly arguing over what was going on, they're really talking about your transformation because of the Death card. You could have been dealing with a Scorpio. Either way, it just seems like you're constantly having to either stand up for yourself or fight for the things that mean something to you. And it's as if this person just can't hear you, is what I keep feeling. So with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Death card, that tells me that because there was not a new start somewhere, if this was something didn't get off the ground that you were hoping would, hold on tight, because there is a huge transformation happening here. Not necessarily that you're going to go back into the relationship, but you're going to either have a better understanding, more clarity, which I don't think you have right now, about why this had to come to an end. And also with the Queen of Swords in reverse, it tells me that the communication hasn't been clear. So I think what they're trying to tell you is in the recent past, they recognized that whatever it was you were trying to communicate or get started it needs more time to transform. If you're interested in this person that could possibly, and I see it happening in the current energy, coming back to you, then you're going to have to speak your truth. If you've had an inability to do that in the past, this transformation that you're going through is going to help you communicate better. It could also be that there's misunderstandings again at work, and this is where the communication needs to happen. So they're really focusing on whatever it is that you're feeling deeply, you need to speak on it. Okay, and then in your current energy, we have the Devil, and then the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. This to me immediately feels like a toxic person, could be a Capricorn. I feel like there's a quick, not only just quick movement, but a quick removal of yourself from any kind of situations that are not only toxic, but either manipulative or confrontational, anything of that sort. This is definitely two different energies for me. The Knight of Wands could be someone at work coming towards you and wanting to explain the reason why something went wrong or there was a miscommunication. With a partner, if you're in a current relationship, I think you're tired of whatever does feel like either manipulative or toxic energy, and you just want to move away from it. But it's like this person just keeps coming at you. Like they don't want you to go anywhere. If you're dealing with a Leo, you might want to check out the Leo video because they had the same placement. I believe it was in the same spot, but it was the Knight of Wands. And it's this passionate energy wanting to almost over-explain themselves is how I feel. And they don't want to take no for an answer. They want to come in quick and tell you exactly how they're feeling. This feels like passion, not just speaking, not just communication, but like, I really am passionate about this and I want you to know. I just don't think it feels very good to you. Whoever this is, whether it's someone you were dealing with in the past or someone you're currently dealing with, they just said something about there might be toxic family members that are also trying to move possibly back into your life. Maybe you've started to go through your transformation, your spiritual journey, and as you started to move forward, things started to fall out of your life, and now those people are trying to return. And you're like, no, I'm past this. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to revisit the things that didn't work, because you're waking up and realizing, I don't need these people in my life, and I'm certainly not going to continue to accept them back in my life, especially now that I have the clarity that I have. But you may need to have a conversation with them if you want to. It doesn't mean you have to. But what I see here with the Sun card and the Knight of Cups in reverse and then the Three of Pentacles, if you were dealing with somebody who, there's two things that they're saying. Either they did possibly have a third party, or it felt like there was the energy of a third party. And that's where I feel like they keep focusing on a family member. This feels like family and work. So with the family member, I feel like somebody's intruding into your relationship. And it doesn't make you very happy. You're trying to move forward and find your happiness. This Knight of Cups in reverse tells me that you could be actually holding back your emotions because things are wallowing up inside due to the fact that you haven't been able to communicate what it is that you're feeling. And it could be that that person, whether it be someone at work or someone that's interfering in your relationship, is someone that maybe you just don't want to rock the boat with. But as I said, with the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords, male or female, this is all about you needing to speak up. And if you didn't in the past, you're going to do so now, because your energy is moving forward much quicker than it used to. Where you used to maybe hold on to things, you're not going to be doing that anymore because it doesn't make you happy. You want to find a place of balance within yourself. And if these people aren't getting it, I think you're going to feel like you need to really speak your mind and let them know how you're feeling. And again, I'm going to read this sideways, which I do sometimes, not always, but with the Ace of Swords and the Devil energy and then the Sun, this is definitely not wanting a new beginning with a toxic person because you want to move on. Again, Leo. If you're dealing with a Leo, I would definitely watch that reading. It may also, as a cross watcher, pertain to you. Okay, and then let's go ahead and clarify this energy, since it seems like a pretty straightforward story there with either work or a relationship. But I want to clarify the Ace of Swords in reverse. Let's see where something may not have gotten off the ground that you wanted. I feel like this might have been a work project that you put some time and energy into, and they're just saying give it a minute because it's going to transform. But it's going to take you speaking up on that matter in order for it to transform. Yeah, because whatever this is really been weighing you down, and it's as if you feel like you can't find your stability within either the relationship or this work situation. And then again, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, which means an inability to feel like you can move forward and start that new process that you want to start. So with the Ten of Wands, clearly this has been a huge burden on you. It feels like you're carrying the weight of a lot of different situations. And that's putting a damper on your ability to feel really good about where you stand. You know, the King of Pentacles is all about wanting that security, being very grounded, needing to feel like stable at home, for example, and stable at work, and wanting those things to be in balance. And right now it feels like maybe things just aren't there right now. You're questioning whether it's worth staying at the job or whether it's worth staying in this relationship if it creates this kind of instability, especially if it's in your home. All right, so I want to go ahead and clarify the Devil. Let's see what's going on with this Devil energy and the Eight of Wands. I really do feel like there's a quick movement, a lot of wanting to move away from anything that's toxic anymore. And then we have the Judgment. the Queen of Swords, which is perfect because she's in the upright, and then the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Swords. This to me says that in your current energy, you're starting to finally put the thoughts into motion. In other words, you're not letting this stuff wear you down or weigh you down in the current energy. So towards the end of May, I feel like you're going to want to step up and stand up for yourself and really say, I can't take this anymore. I'm not going to deal with losing sleep over things. I'm just going to find my way out of them. That's that transformation I feel like you started to go through in the recent past. And then with the Judgment card, that means there's a decision that needs to be made. So this feels like they're putting Spirit is putting a lot of pressure on you to speak your mind. I mean, the Queen of Swords knows exactly how to put things to another person to get their point across. In other words, that's going to be important. I've said it several times. I don't want to harp on it too much, but you've got to speak your mind. You just have to. And then the Queen of Cups in reverse just feels like right now, I feel like you're guarded. There's probably a little bit of an emotional wall that you've put up if you started going through your transformation and you're having a hard time sort of dealing with all the emotions. The end of May, it may be a little bit tough. There's a full moon, I think it's a lunar eclipse, at the end of the month. I'm not great with astrology, I'm not going to lie. Do I know the signs? Yes, obviously. But in this case, there's a lot of energy that's going to be kind of, not explosive, but that's the word they want to use towards the end of the month. So whatever this is that needs to be resolved, it needs to be resolved towards the end of the month, moving into June, so that you can finally feel like you've come to a place of understanding and you've spoken your mind. I don't necessarily feel like this could be about a divorce, but it could. Judgment to me is about possibly needing to file paperwork. If you've been in a long-standing relationship, maybe there's some things that the two of you need to decide whether you're going to go your separate ways or not and what that's going to entail. All right, so let's clarify the Sun card and the Knight of Cups in reverse. In the relationship area, male or female, it feels like this person is also holding back their feelings, like they don't express themselves very well emotionally. And maybe that's what causes you to question whether they have somebody else in their life. It doesn't feel that way, but I feel like there's family involved somewhere in this situation that creates some kind of problem. So we have the Lovers in reverse, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Death card again. So this is truly about your transformation. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. I also have a lot of Capricorn energy, as well as Leo. And I'm going to say more air than fire. So Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This is going to be a huge, huge, huge thing for you. Not only is it happening in the recent past, it's still sort of flowing and it's going to take time. Transformation is not easy, especially the spiritual journey. So it could just feel like you're being weighed down by a lot of different things right now. That's the burdens that I'm seeing up in the recent past. And then we have the Lovers in reverse, the Four of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. This says to me, it almost doesn't matter what somebody comes and says to you now. It doesn't matter how much they tell you they love you. I don't think your focus is going to be on that relationship. If you're in a current relationship and you're wondering what to do moving forward, I'm going to turn this off. It's starting to get distracting. I feel like what little bit this person might have to offer right now is not enough to make you feel stable in the relationship. And you want that more than anything. With the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles upright, again, male or female, I feel like that's what you want to focus on. Maybe your stability, the work stuff, that's going to be more important to you than focusing on a relationship right now. That's just the energy I really get. Maybe you want something new and you're turning your back on anything that isn't going to be all three cups. Instead of just the one cup, you're like, nope, I'll wait. I'll go find my way. I'll continue to have or find my stability. And then when the right person comes along, great. I'll open up my heart. But for now, it feels like you're holding back. So if I didn't mention in the beginning, which I don't think I did, if you're still with me, I'm going to check into the energy of your person, how they're feeling, whoever's on your mind. So I'm going to go ahead and pick these cards up. So think about that person and we will get into their energy and your energy. We'll also get some romance angels as well, and the Lover's Oracle, and then the Wisdom of the Oracle to close it out. All right, so this is for Aries. How does Aries person feel about them? How does Aries person feel about them? Well, let's see. Ooh, a little heartbroken. So this person, I'm going to tell you exactly what I heard. I heard they want to win. There's kind of an arrogant energy about this person, again, male or female. They want this to happen. It's like they keep trying to make it happen or work, but there's like a lack of passion there. And it's almost like they play the victim. Like they're constantly the one that's always hurt. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who's got some narcissistic tendencies. The Magician can be very manipulative at times, or it can be about manifesting. I just think the way they go about it might be manipulative. With the Ace of Pentacles, so this is that offer. This is that new beginning. This, I feel like, is the energy that's talking about work. So I know this is about the person and your energy, but this to me speaks about moving forward and work and things really working out. Like it feels like a brand new beginning. Even if you're at the same job, this is like a new start, a fresh start, the transformation I keep talking about. If this is a partner wanting to start fresh, it's like they want to come in and tell you that things are going to be much more stable than they were. I would just be cautious. You know, to me, the Ten of Swords in this position with the Magician just says this person kind of plays the victim. Like it's always about how much they're hurt and how betrayed they feel, and that's just what it feels like to me. So right now they may be hurting quite a bit, but I think they're trying to possibly either pretend, I don't know, it's just a really strong energy of that. The Emperor is obviously, you know, top dog, but somebody who's in that power all the time isn't always someone who legitimately feels or embodies that kind of energy. And then I think for you, with the Two of Wands, you can't see things moving forward. If you're trying to make a decision about whether you want to leave a relationship, I'm going to say that that's probably the best move for you. Now we're at the King of Pentacles. Not only is there a new energy that's going to be more stable coming towards you, again, I'm seeing a Leo card, so again, you could be dealing with a Leo, but I think you want to focus on finding that stability that may have been shaking a little bit with this person. The Sun in reverse just tells me this doesn't really make you that happy. And if it doesn't make you fully happy, it may make you a little happy. You're going to go off and find that new beginning, that new love, which I feel is coming in for you. And it's going to be so much more fulfilling than the past. That's what happens when we go through these transformations, especially the spiritual one. The things that aren't meant for us anymore on our path, if we're going on this journey, are going to be broken away from us and ended so that this beautiful new beginning can start. And this is a really happy time. So I think what you're going to see towards the end of May, as things start to shift and you start to make these decisions about wanting to get out of relationships or put them behind you and heal that energy, that all this beautiful new loving energy is what's going to come towards you. All right, so let's get the romance angels for you. And on for Aries. Romantic feelings. Pay attention to the red flags. Yep, very soon. And then trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. It's exactly what I'm saying. Have faith that if you let this go, even if you love this person, that you're making the right decision. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. I think this is for somebody new. I don't think this is for the past. If you really do want to work it out with whoever you're watching this video for, I'd say have some conversations about it and pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. It's a clear sign to be careful. I've mentioned a couple things. Somebody who plays the victim, probably a little manipulative, you know, things that just don't feel great. And then very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. I don't think the message can be much clearer than that. You really do need to make a decision, whether it be in the work situation and or in your relationship, and decide how you want to move forward. All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle and see what message is there. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Boy, do I love these cards. I love Spirit. I mean, that is absolutely the clearest message. All right, so let's go ahead and get your Oracle cards, and we will close this out. What do we have for Aries for 17th through the 23rd? We have Blessed, Yin, Imagine, and then a change in the wind. I feel like this is everything we've been talking about. Things are starting to shift and change. I think this is about letting things kind of flow the way that they're meant to. I think there was another card that said something about letting them flow. Either way, take your time if you need to. Let the things happen the way that they were meant to happen. And definitely speak up for yourself. If there's anywhere in your life that you haven't felt like you could speak up, speak up. All right, so then we have Blessed. Absolutely. It's like, this is what I think the universe really wants you to understand, is that you are blessed every step of the way. They have your back. 22, you could be seeing 2s fairly often about balance. And then that reduces to a 4, which tells me there's security that's either longed for or that's what you're driving towards. And then Yin is balancing out that energy. There's your 222 right there. This is the number 2 card. This is balancing out that masculine and feminine energy. And then Imagine, which is another 2. It's all about balance for you in the next couple of weeks. Imagine what your future could look like. Dream a little bit bigger, I keep hearing. And those things are going to come towards you as you work on releasing the things that aren't meant for you. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for sticking with me till the end. If you like this video, please do like and comment and subscribe. I'd love to have you here. If you'd like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I love you guys to pieces. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.